If you want to apply for a student visa to Austria, or let me say a residence permit to Austria, you should understand that the first and initial document you need is the letter of admissions from the Austrian university, being it the University of Innsbruck or the University of Vienna or any other private school or public school in Austria. Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel and thank you so much for watching today. If this is your first time on this YouTube channel, please do not forget to subscribe below and also like this video for me so that YouTube can give me more recommendations. And if you are new on the channel, my name is Milton Fonkwa. For returning subscribers, they already know I am the Anointed Village Boy. Thank you so much for watching today. So today's video I will be talking about how you can apply for a student visa to Austria, and I will also be talking about the requirements in 2022. All right, because you need to understand that requirements vary from embassy to year. All right, what I mean is every embassies have its own requirements for a student to apply for, but because we are going to be talking about Austria today, I will elaborate or give you a breakdown of all the requirements you need to apply for your student visa to Austria. First of all, let me make you understand that there are two types of visas you should be looking at when you want to apply for a study visa to Austria or at the Austrian embassy in Abuja. The first one being the visa C, all right, and the second one being the visa D. Which are the differences, or what are their differences, or the differences for you to apply, or the differences to note down before you go in search of a student visa? First of all, sometimes the embassy may ask you which visa are you going to apply for. So it is now your duty to know the visa type you want to apply for. The visa C is a visa that is going to give you study options for less than 3 months, which is usually, by the way, very difficult to get. And the visa D is a visa that will take you or make you stay in Austria for more than 6 months. Let me say more than 6 months and above, all right? Which means that the best option for you to go for is the visa D, or probably the residence permit. Now, that is the visa type you need. And again, before you apply for a study visa to Austria, understand that you must have a letter of admissions from an Austrian institution, being it the University of Vienna, the University of Innsbruck, business schools in Vienna, the University of Salzburg, or whichsoever school, or maybe a private school, all right? You must have an admissions letter. That is the first document you need. Now, I'm talking about the requirements. Remember, the proof of funds is a very delicate issue, and I will be talking about that at the extreme end of this video. So please make sure you keep watching, because a lot of international students seems not to understand. I know there are a lot of platforms that will be talking about this same issue, but some people will not understand. Now, let's go gradually so that I explain to you all of these things in detail. The next document you need is your international passport. I always elaborate on this passport issue, because last time I remember a subscriber came to me and said he wants to move abroad. He mentioned a certain country, and when I asked him, do you have a passport? He said his passport is just 1 year to expiring date. You cannot be applying for a bachelor's degree, or you cannot be applying for a study visa to Austria and you want to study a bachelor's degree where your passport is just 1 year to expiring date. It gives a lot of issues to the immigration official or the embassy official, all right, and sometimes it puts you in problem because you are going for a program that is going to last for probably 3 to 4 years. Your passport is supposed to be, all right, let me say, supposed to be at least 2 years to expiring date. So please pay attention to your passport. It is very important. The next document I want to talk about is the medical insurance or the travel insurance. The travel insurance or medical insurance, all the same, they are the same. Now, there is a policy in Europe that if you want to apply for a study visa to some European countries, you need a European policy of insurance, which is equivalent to 30,000 euros. But I understood that a lot of you are scared of this money, but that is not the actual amount of money you need for the medical insurance. All right, sometimes when you want to apply for a Schengen visa, you are going to find 30,000 euros insurance. It doesn't mean that you are going to pay 30,000 euros to the insurance company. No, all you need to do is to go to the company giving you the insurance. Make sure the company is renowned and a genuine company or a real company, because there are cases of people being scammed by fake insurance company. Go to the insurance company, for example, AXA, all right, you can always buy online, or you go to Swisscare, you can always buy online. These are companies that will issue insurance to students or to people or to travelers going to Europe. Ask them how much is there or is it going to cost you for them to give you a study insurance, an insurance specify that you are going for studies. All right, they should give you an insurance for studies for at least 1 year or 6 months. It depends on how long you want to apply for the insurance. Ask a genuine insurance company. They are going to tell you insurance company charge per day. I think per day is like 0.00 euros, 0.4 euros for AXA insurance. It depends. But not that you are not going to be paying the 30,000 euros. I hope this point is clear. Now, the next document you need is proof of accommodation. I have always said that if you must study in Austria, know that you need proof of accommodation. Alright, the Austrian embassy is not going to grant you a study visa or a residence permit to Austria without you proving that you have a place you are going to stay in Europe or in Austria. Remember, the Austrian government is trying to avoid liabilities because they are already fighting refugee crisis. So, if you must study in Austria, make sure that you have paid for accommodation. Try to speak with your university if they have student dormitories for you to take one. All right, it will always be a shared or a single apartment. You can decide which one you are going for. If not, try other options. Ask them if they can give you links where you can apply for accommodation in case you are scared. All right, but if you find other links to apply for accommodation in, remember, when you are applying for the accommodation, make sure you put the city in which you are going to be living or the city in which your university is into consideration. The reason I'm saying this is because it will sound funny if you are looking for accommodation in Innsbruck, whereas your university is in Vienna. It doesn't make any sense. I hope you understand. If your university is in Graz, you cannot be looking for accommodation in Innsbruck. I hope you understand. So make sure you look for accommodation at least in the same city, even if it has to be far away from your university, at least in the same city. I hope that is clear. The next document you need is an offer of admissions from the university. If you applied for bachelor's degree, you are going to get an admissions letter. If you applied for master's, admissions letter is the document you need. You need an admissions letter from the university. There are a lot of universities in Austria. There are a lot of videos I have filmed already on this YouTube channel that can guide you to apply for schools in Austria. There are even English schools, all right, universities that teach only bachelors in English. There are some that you will not find a bachelor's degree program in English. I have said all of this on this YouTube channel. Now, the next document you need is the confirmation from your university or letter of confirmation. After the admissions letter, you need a confirmation letter. There are universities in Austria, or let me say all universities, because when they give you an admissions, first of all, there is a small token of tuition fee you have to pay. All right. The reason I say small token of tuition fee is because Austrian universities, most of them, especially the public universities, will always have tuition fee like 363 euros, 720 euros, or 1,400 euros maximum for public schools in Austria. All right. So I do not consider this fee to be some huge amounts of money like tuition fee in the United Kingdom, Sweden, Canada, Australia, and all the other places. I hope you understand. The other document you need are your certificates. All right. I will elaborate a little more about this certificate, so pay attention. Now, you need the certificates to apply for a student visa D type to Austria or probably a residence permit. I call it a residence permit in case you are giving it or you get it for 1 year. It means that you only have to renew again the other year, which is the residence permit. But a visa, you have to reach Austria, then you renew the visa. The documents you are going to, certificates you have to show to the Austrian embassy. You have to legalize these documents. First of all, the legalization procedure, I have talked about that. I will talk about it again. How do you legalize the documents? First, you take the documents to the Ministry of Education in your home country. Documents obtained in Nigeria cannot be legalized in Ghana. Pay attention to this. They can only be done in Nigeria. Now, you take the documents to the Ministry of Education. Then for them to be legalized or maybe authenticate or certified, but they must go to the Ministry of Education. Then from there, you take them to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in that same country in which the documents were obtained. You cannot obtain a document or a certificate from Cyprus, then you call and you legalize it in Cameroon. It doesn't work like that. Certificates obtained in Ghana must be legalized and certified only in Ghana from the both ministries, Education and Foreign Affairs. I hope I have cleared this already. Now, the documents, like I already explained, have to go through the various ministries. But remember, only your educational documents like your transcript and your diploma is going to the Ministry of Education. But when you are going to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, you have to carry all of them alongside other documents which are not educational documents like your birth certificate and police character. All these other documents have to be done at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Alright, but remember, the police character is expiring after 6 months, 3 to 6 months, I think so. So I think it should be 3 months or 6 months maximum. So before you go to the police to get the police character, make sure that the interval of you to apply for your visa is already closer. Because if you take it and keep at home, maybe it will expire before you are moving to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So look at the time interval. I hope this is understood. Alright. Now let me go back to the issue of the police character. Remember, the police character, you are not legalizing it. It doesn't need verification, by the way. Alright. It doesn't need verification, but your birth certificate needs verification. I'm talking now when you are going to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Alright. The next document you need, which is the bank statement or the proof of funds. Alright, I want to tell you that they don't need sponsors. Austria don't need sponsors. You cannot use a sponsor or maybe sponsorship letters or maybe a sponsor of an affidavit from a sponsor. No, Austria does not want that. Austria wants you as an international student to put money in your own account. They want to see the money in your own account. They want to make sure you yourself as the international student can access this money while you are studying or living in Austria. I hope you need to put money in your bank account. If you have a sponsor who has the money in his account, create an account with your names, your details, and collect this money and put in that account. And take a sponsorship letter from the sponsor to show that he gave you the money to put in the account. That is why the money, because if you take 10 million and drop in an account, the embassy will ask you, where did you take this money from? So tell your sponsor to write a letter to show that he gave you the money to put in your own account. That is what Austria needs. So don't go and tell your sponsor to write or give you a bank. No, the money must be in your account. Now, for those students who usually ask me, can I access this money when I reach Austria, or can I remove this money before I travel? I will advise you not to remove the money. So if you are having any negotiation with any family members, tell them you will be refunding while in Austria. Alright? The reason I'm saying so is because they might check at the airport or something can happen. Just be on the safe side. Do not risk yourself. I hope you understand, because immigration laws are today, or let me say nowadays, immigration laws are becoming tighter than ever before. All right, so that is something you should understand. I think this is the end of the video, but before I go, I want to make you understand that Austrian universities, some are going to be open very soon. Some will be opening from October. Some will be opening from November, December, January. So it all depends on you to decide on which school you want to attend. Check the program requirements. First of all, when you go to a university, make sure you check the programs they have. Make sure you check the requirements for the program you are looking for. Make sure you check the application deadlines for the program you are looking for. And lastly, make sure you check the tuition fee for the program you are looking for. Because not all universities in Austria have the same things like tuition fee, application dates, requirements, and all the rest. Some schools will ask you to submit motivation letters and reference letters in addition to your educational certificates, while others will not. Some schools will give you an online assessment to write, or maybe write exams online, while others will give you a Skype interview. I hope you understand what I'm talking about. Remember, private schools in Austria are not cheap like public universities, but most private schools, it is easier to go into them. Alright, and I have been talking about all these things on this channel. If you want to migrate to any country using a study visa, make sure you check the YouTube channel. Go across all the videos. You will always find a video that will take you to that country. Pay attention to that. When you watch my video, make sure you check the video description box. There are links there for you to click, because I still see people coming to me and they are like, I'm interested. What are you interested in? All you need to do is to click those links and apply. Alright, I hope this video will help somebody. If it does, please, like I said, subscribe below and support the movement. This is how we do it here. Alright, we are almost 20k, and I want to say thank you to everyone who is watching me from Asia, Europe, America, Africa, and any country, Canada, UK, Australia, New Zealand, or wheresoever you are watching. Sincerely and seriously grateful. Yes, seriously is not the right English word, but I am so grateful. Thank you so much. Until we meet again in another video.